All right, so this next one is, oh my, I can't. Now that is a freaking scam. I'm Pierogi and I expose scammers for a living. This is Reddit's R scams, where people post real stories of how they've been targeted. So I clicked the link, which you're not supposed to click the link ever, but I clicked the link. So, new lost cat scam. I just received a very AI looking image of my lost cat in surgery. The image is very funny. There's two people doing surgery on a cat. You can't see how weird the actual procedure is here, but the lighting and the aesthetics still make it look more like an alien abduction. They offered to send a photo of the surgery so they can make sure, right, that the victim's trying to validate that's a real person. In the meantime, they said that you could pay through PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay. So that's like red flag number one. So this is what scammers do all the time. It doesn't matter what the scam is. They will push the victim to send money as soon as possible because time is not on their side. It doesn't matter if this is like an AI cat, which you'll see more AI type scams that are happening. This is fun. I could go on for a lot longer. Okay, so my uncle is going to Nigeria to marry a woman who met on TikTok. And this got 13K upvotes. It started a year ago. My uncle, 65 plus, married, met a young girl, 20 to 25 on TikTok, started chatting and fall in love. Since then, he sent a lot of money to her for numerous reasons. Now, my uncle is divorcing from his wife and wants to move to Lagos to marry that girl. He doesn't listen to anyone, doesn't believe this is a scam. My family is afraid that he will be robbed, tortured, or even murdered there. How can we stop him? Any advice? Thank you. This never ends well, okay? These romance scams, they take years and years to happen. And these victims, they get so emotionally invested in what's going on. These romance scams always involve two parties that are very far away from each other, further than they even can imagine. They end up with the victim losing all their money and all of their dignity as well, because they will travel to go see this person and nobody shows up. And then that person will come back and make an excuse for it. They'll need more money. People have had police and the FBI involved, and the victim still wants to believe that this is an actual thing that's happening. So once they actually have been convinced that that person is whoever they say they are, there's no turning back. I would just say change their password to TikTok so they can't get into it anymore. That's what I would do. So I've got another one here and it has 4.8K upvotes, and it says, my spouse got caught in a pig slaughtering scam and now our life savings is gone. I hate that. I hate it so much. Pig butchering scams. This is your classic, we'll say like an investment scam, where the idea is to get that pig as fat as possible, eat up, and then all of a sudden, boom, they strike. So a lot of people, they want to make money quickly, especially with the boom of crypto. They get the FOMO, the fear of missing out. And scammers know, they know this. So they'll build a relationship with their victim. They'll build the trust with the victim. It includes like fake websites and all these balances and things like that. They'll get them to invest a little amount, and then they'll show a return, and they'll even have money come back into the victim's account. And then they'll ask them, hey, I can get you 30% more. I could double your money in 2 weeks. And this starts to snowball over time. And then all of a sudden, the person thinks they've made all this money. They can't get it out of the account. And the scammers will then say, hey, you need to pay a fee to get this money out, or it's locked and you can't get it out. And then at that point, everybody knows that they've been scammed and that it was too good to be true. So the red flags, in my opinion, if you don't even know who this person is, do not trust them. I don't care if they're like a guru on Instagram. And these people can buy followers on social media to make it look like they have this huge online presence. When it sounds too good to be true, especially around crypto, it 100% is. If somebody has you logging into this random account, this random website, start asking friends and family, hey, what do you think about this? Start Googling their website. Start Googling whatever their business is. If nothing's coming up, there's probably an issue. And the other sad part about this too is a lot of people will reach out to me personally, to our scammer payback, like our tip line and things like that, after the fact. Hey, I've sent $500,000 to this person. Can you help us get it back? We can't. The one thing that scammers are really good at, on top of scamming people, like social engineering and stuff like that, is they're good at moving money around really quickly. So once that money is gone, it's gone. This next one has 2.8K upvotes, and it says, US new DoorDash scam alert. This week, my grandma told me that someone came to her house in the afternoon with 2 pizzas. She asked who it was for, and he told her it was for her. It had her name and address on the screen and said it still needed to be paid for. So he got a hold of the person who ordered and said it was from her nephew and gave her a name. He'd be over soon to eat with her and pay her back. The name he gave her did match, but that nephew lives in another state. Now, I like to kind of put this in the spoofing category, and they'll try to spoof like regular companies. They're looking up information on the victims, family members, relatives, etc., to try to validate whatever scam they're trying to do. They will actually clone the voice of a loved one, and they can call you and pretend to be that person that's in danger unless you give like a ransom. They can pull audio from social media. They could sample that audio, find information like the phone number. They could spoof it, call the grandma up with the voice. When you hang up the phone, if it is an emergency, hang up the phone and call that number back. You will get the actual person and you won't get the scammer. This next one says, and it's got 2.9K upvotes. Be aware, this scam ended up being costly. I am 70 years old, a former executive of a computer company, so I'm not a dummy, but I was gullible. I say this because it could happen to anyone if you don't keep on top of the latest scams, in my case, spoofing. You got a call from someone who was like one of his reps at his bank, and they were confirming that there were certain charges on a Visa card of his. In order to remove it, they would send a text, and all they had to do was click on yes. One thing leads to another, and it looks like there were $15,000 of charges that were taken out, whether it's like video phishing or even voice phishing. What will happen is scammers will call. They may have information and they're trying to fill in the blanks and try to get information from you to be able to get full access to different things. So like I've also seen scammers that actually have insiders at banks that will extract data from banks, even down to like the checking account number, savings account number, and the last known balance. And the scammers that we deal with have kind of taken this bank scam on and tied it into a computer, like tech support scam. I tell anyone that asks me like, what's the number one thing you can do to protect yourself? Get your information off of the internet as quickly as possible. And this one has 21,000 upvotes. The title is "A Woman Scammed Out of $830K by Fake Brad Pitt Using AI Generated Images," okay? And this lady got so much flack for this. I feel really bad for her, but like you got to look at these images. Like the bottom right one, it looks like the same surgeons in the cat image, okay? And instead of a cat, it's Brad Pitt. I kid you not. And another one, there's like a selfie and he looks like super happy and there's just like a hospital bed behind him. And I'm like, so while these are funny, we're not making fun of the victim here, just the images themselves are so ridiculous and so stupid. It's almost like they want a steady amount of income. So it's like, hey, can you help me pay for my phone bill? Help me pay for XYZ, all these different things. And then all of a sudden, the lady's sending like $5,000 a month. And yeah, over many years, it adds up to a lot. Scammers will they've been deep faking me. I promise you, I don't sell software to anyone that's been scammed to like, go in there and return the crypto and all this kind of stuff. There's no software in the world that's going to be able to do that. I'm just telling you. So we've gone through some crazy stories here from Reddit about all various types of scams, but if you want to protect yourself, make sure to verify whatever information these scammers are throwing at you with a friend, family, loved one, or even a neighbor. Go to places like Reddit and let the world know what's out there so that you can help protect other people. This is Pierogi with Scammer Payback saying don't get scammed.